Dust 2 is a map where GPlay did shine as well against them. So here we go. They're going to go in for the push straight up into the aim of Zeus and Starix, and they cannot get past the slope really. Stuck on the jump boxes and Spy Leader now to get taken down. So that was very easy. Very fast.
Yeah, Zeus and Starix weren't having any of that at all. Just instant shots to the face there. That's going to be an important round for NaVi. Obviously, they're going to want that. Oh, wow. Guardian with the trolling. It's live, guys. Kappa. Wow, Guardian. That's just harsh. Good. Full of confidence on NaVi. Just kidding. No offense. Oh, so polite. Wow. I've never seen Guardian troll someone like that in a match before. That's hilarious.
I like how he was like kind of really trying to be polite afterwards. So I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I'm just kidding. Couldn't resist. He just couldn't resist.
Very good.
They did pistol armor up, and again, they're going to try the A play. And so far, NaVi are shutting it down with the spray. 2 players to fall, though, for NaVi, however, as we are going to have Bubble, last man standing.
Bublé. Michael Bublé.
And he is going to go down. So NaVi with a very standard opening. GPlay, standard plays. Going to be jumping into the eco here as they didn't get the bomb down at all. And it is the round after this one where things will start to get interesting. The round after this one where GPlay will get to run their first full buy strategy. And that can be said also for NaVi, who have yet to get an off onto Guardian.
Guardian's picking mid with a P2000.
That nade though.
That's a brave man indeed.
Look how much damage he did. He did like 50 health to everybody almost on the team. So that's that is awesome. It's like, I think Guardian found them. Like both A times they rushed A, he was there. When they rushed mid, he was there. Guardian, you can't avoid this guy. He knows where you're gonna go.
That's something you don't see every day. Okay, guys, don't worry. I'm gonna hold mid solo with a P2000. Let's go.
Here we go, Guardian with the AWP. There's no AWPers here for GPlay. Their money is not really going to allow that to happen just yet. Guardian going to go for the standard peek in middle. Lots of players here for GPlay in the B apartments at the moment, looking for a play there. As there is one man who is looking for a bit of flank or maybe catch one player on the rotation, is Dreamer in Palace. So we'll have to see how this actually goes here, because it's all going to be whether or not they can get these opening kills quickly onto B. There we go, and look at that. Actually faking it through onto a push onto A now through Connector. He's going to take down Spy Leader, Edward onto the Victor, and GPlay losing 2 players. Gaining Connector, that's what they've, that's been their reward here. But can it be enough? Zeus coming in with a frag onto NKL, and that's going to shut down this Connector play somewhat, and NaVi clean up. So it was a nice idea, but
I'm quite liking these strats from GPlay. They seem to really have their drills down.
They've obviously put a lot of thought into it, yeah.
Starix, I think, has his sensitivity on 12,000.
I guess if like that play looked really weak because they split up so much, but I guess it really comes down to them selling it by getting an opening on the B bomb side, which they really didn't get. Maybe it would look a lot different then.
Yeah, I think the idea was quite nice, but
I agree.
You can see again they've got a 4-1 once again with Bubble probably I think loitering towards the underpass now. Going to be running distraction as Edward's going to come to greet him. And Bubble's going to get the better of him. Spiny, they're going to take down Zeus as well. So the pistols are proving superior at the moment. C's going to go for an aggressive peek, and he's going to get taken down by Bubble. So this is not going NaVi's way. Guardian going to have to get a lot of work in and gets a second frag. Could potentially get a third one. Both of the remaining GPlay players are quite tagged at the moment. Starix, 9 HP. Good flash there from Guardian. But Starix didn't have the right angle at the right time. Now, the next frag is going to be really important because if they take down Starix and get a 2v1 versus the AWP of Guardian, then anything could happen. Guardian going to be out naked, but he gets a frag. Gets a second one as well. No scope, straight into the face. This man is dangerous.
Yeah, 4 kills. Easy for this man. Guardian, there's been moments, I think, like later last year where he wasn't really impressing me. He wasn't really living up to his name, but it's starting to show that form again. It's really starting to show some shiny plays.
When the way he AWPs, I feel like it's equivalent of like driving like a massive like Bentley or something. Just with the seat all the way back so you can barely see through the window. Just casually strolling through the streets.
Well, they have now garnered the attention of Guardian, who's repositioned towards middle. And you can see Zeus going in for the peek there on underpass, and Guardian going to fall back there through jungle. They know what's going on. after retaking middle control.
Zeus has 5 HP though. He has to be careful for the rest of this round. Let's have a look at where he is going to be playing. Indeed, he's going to be rotating, possibly to a more passive position, or maybe he's going to be left onto the B site. Can see Spidey, they're trying to push, but Stark's taken out. Only 2 players left for GPlay. This is the 6th round, and everything they're trying is just being completely shut out by NaVi.
You can see that NaVi had read this really, really well after taking middle. They knew that the rest of the players were going to be coming into the A play, and Dreamer going to take down Starks, who did confirm what was going on. Guardians got them covered, though. That choke point is almost impossible to breach as NaVi clean up the rest of the players, and that is now 6-0. And another buy coming in from GPlay. We're going to see an AWP here from anybody. Looks like they're going to roll with the AKs.
Fun continuing here for NaVi. You can see lots of money in the bank as well. Starix, almost 9,000. Same for Guardian. Rest of the players floating around 4.5 to 5. So NaVi going to be good for a while. Going to be flush, ready to splash the cash. But if they get cleaned out in one round, that could all change. Starik's going to have an aggressive position, as we can see the GPlay team setting up for these nades on the bomb site. And I'm not even going to try and follow a single one of these nades this time. Let's have a look at the site and see where these will land.
See if Starks can hold this down here on the bomb site. He's in the site. They're able to actually see the bomb now as it was dropped in the smoke. NKL's going to look for Starks. Not going to see him just yet. Starks in a good position. I think maybe he saw the barrel of his gun there, jumping over the crate as GPlay work their way around. There is Dreamer with another frag onto Zeus, and that is... Oh no, Starks coming in from the back. It's 2 in a row. The bomb stop from going down. Guardian with a tag. The nade to finish. Bubble now is alone against 2 of these players who remain for NaVi, and Starix with that double. So key. And here goes Guardian. Drops straight away as he goes through the vent. And Bubble going to make his way around. Also, I think C's will hear that from his position there, but looks like he may... That's it's a very, very next level position here from C's. He is lagging, I do believe. Not known by Bubble, however, who has been trying to juke him. This reminds me of some of those funny clips that you see sometimes, James, when some guys like lagged out and some guys like... wasn't there a clip where like a guy tried to nade a guy that's like lagged out or something, or shoot him, and then he just killed himself and the AFK guy won? Something like that. It reminded me of that, but there you go.
Okay, I think it's time to cut to a break because it's DDoS. But again, guys, we're not messing about. This is an important qualifier. If this DDoS continues, we will just reschedule the game and play it on another day. Simple as that.
This league it's not just going to be like 2 best-of-3s or something, like a group, or a couple group matches and then a playoff bracket. No, it's like a big, long-running league. So these matches are really, really important. So you can't really mess about with it. So it's DDoS.
Let's cut to break, and we'll be back on the other side.
Okay, welcome back, guys, to the stream. We are going to get some Counter-Strike played here today as we're about to go live into the match with NaVi and GPlay on Mirage. The first map here, the winner of this best of 3 will qualify for the Faceit League. And I am so excited for the Faceit League. It's been ages. It's been too long since we had the Faceit League running. And so I'm really stoked. I really enjoyed it last time around. But enough of that. We're into the rounds here. We're seeing NaVi with that 4x. Guardian has been... I don't know, man. He's been destroying people with this AWP. And, well, GPlay not with much to work with in this round. Let's see if GPlay can do some damage here. 1 frag going the way of Dreamer. Pubble with a nice little shot there from below short. Finds a second one as well. That puts it to a 1-on-2, in fact. And he's going to be able to potentially pick up that weapon on short if he's fast, but...
No bomb, though.
No bomb indeed. He looks like he's very scared to pick up that weapon too. He's very paranoid that they're going to be gunning for him, and it's the safe pick up there with the E button, or the T for me. Rebound that to T. But Bubble going to make his way now. They know that he's coming, but already good damage has been done here onto the NaVi lineup. Jump there, spot spray with the M4, nothing to connect as they throw him outside of the connector area once again. And it's hard to say. If I really wouldn't see Bubble pulling this one off. Has to click that bomb
they're going
first.
Look at that crossfire.
And yeah, the positioning now has optimized.
This should not be winnable for him.
It would take either something quite marvelous or something quite disastrous
with
from NaVi.
with the clock ticking down as well. He pretty much needs 2 kills here. 15 seconds remaining. Oh, he didn't see the edge of someone in Palace there. So they're just going to wait him out. And now the round is basically unwinnable. Starks is going to come and shoot him in on top of the dome. And that is going to be that.
So here we get the buy now for GPlay. Are they going to open now? We've seen them running with AKs for the majority of the time on their buys. And this obviously allows for them to move very, very quickly, have more dynamic plays going on in their favor. And I would love to see them try and make an effort to take connector here. We're seeing one man pushing up middle. It's Guardian. He's got no support at the moment. There is a player on the connector who can help him out, but Guardian is just going to go straight up, takes 1 kill. The return is there from Victor, and we're going to see Starix is close to Slope. Going to go for the drop there. He gets flashed over by his teammate. Excellent team play coming in from NaVi to take control of this round. That's 1 man edge that they have now. As finally the guns down Starix, but NaVi still with the advantage here as GPlay trying to make their last effort up connector, and it's not going to happen. Shut down there, and we'll see that NaVi go 11-1. No problems here for them so far.
Okay, so NaVi with a solid advantage. A very solid advantage indeed. And just going to be paused there as I do think we've got some DDoS. We've got some DDoS. Are we going to get through a map today, Dan? That's a question.
I don't know. You know what? Oh, James, we forgot the special super surprise.
No, we haven't forgot it. We just haven't got through a map.
Oh, yeah.
We were like, okay, we'll do it after map 1.
God damn it. We need to show... Dude, we hyped it up. You sent the tweet out. People are curious. We just have to get through a map. Maybe that's what's happening here. Maybe that's what's happening.
They don't want to see it.
Yeah, people don't want to see the special surprise.
I suppose they don't. So
that's the biggest crime of all.
Is indeed.
So, well, I mean, NaVi having a strong CT side, it's not really something that I would have ever not expected from them. I mean, the strong CT side on Mirage, this is essentially like one of the best maps for NaVi on the CT side, especially with Guardian hitting all the shots. You can see in that last round how confident he is. He was walking up middle just by himself. Like I just want to emphasize that because he could easily have said, hey, you know, one of you guys who plays connector, can you just like, you know, throw a flash over maybe for me, maybe like smoke, or maybe just even watch underpass as I'm pushing up middle so I don't get shot in the back. None of that happened. Guardian's just like, no, I'm good. He just walks up by himself. Everyone else is just ignoring him on his team. He goes and gets a kill. So that to me, that's very funny. It's kind of wrong, but it's also funny. But it does say a lot about Guardian's confidence.
Yeah. Does that make NaVi unpredictable as well? Because I mean, is that the kind of play that you expect from NaVi, or have they evolved since we have last seen them? Again, this is becoming somewhat of a more aggressive game. I mean, you can see that from the way LDLC played Dust 2. So people taking these picks, and also it makes like now that he is willing to do that, will just walk up like some kind of Terminator on his own.
Yeah, pretty much.
Then you see the kind of, if you remember how people used to play against Virtus Pro. I remember the Spanish team who have a new sponsor now. I cannot remember their old sponsor, but I do remember a particular match on Mirage. Wizards, yeah. I remember a map on Mirage where they were up where you enter beat apps, and they were holding from that position because they were scared that Virtus Pro were just going to charge them. But now there's that dynamic where GPlay may be forced to play slower because they feel like NaVi may charge up.
Well, that's the funny thing about that kind of a push, because it's like you can find so many ways to be aggressive with an AWP on this map that isn't running up alone on middle with no support. Like there's like so many ways to do it. Like with spawns, like one that I always see JW do really, really well, and it's very common. Is you get the spawn for Palace, and you run up, jump on the box because you're elevated on the step, jump on the box, jump on top of the next box, jump into Palace, boom, shoot a T's, he's pushing Palace, and you know that's like one. You know, you got the apartments on the other side of the map. You got all kinds of stuff. You know, you get the quick spawn onto the bench so you can see down slope. There's all these kind of ones. Or if you are going to go middle, someone helps you somehow. Like someone else goes to the window to cover you, or someone goes to connector to cover underpass, something. But yeah, that's kind of an unusual way to see it. We saw this with was it Angel who bought an AWP for Hellraisers and just walked up middle and they threw the match basically.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I do remember that round. Indeed, yeah. I do.
So if Guardian's starting to take tips from Angel's AWPing, aggressive offing. I don't know if that's gonna pan out for NaVi.
But the second question is, are they just simply counter-stressing GPlay? Again, GPlay are a team where, especially on Inferno, we just saw how passive they are on the T side. They just wait the longest time in certain angles for people to peek them. Or, I mean, generally just a very, very slow playing team. Obviously, NaVi are a relatively slow playing team on the T side as well themselves. But are they just taking advantage of the fact that GPlay are known as a slow playing team? So they're just going to charge up mid because they're not expecting them to come out there nice and early.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's one of those things like, because I'm trying to think of a situation where it's like a really good counterplay to do that, and all those situations that I'm thinking of, well, you can always afford to have some support to the play. So already I'm there like thinking, I don't know why it looked like that. But if they are just trying to pick with an AWPer or something, then it is actually kind of sick because usually you're not ever going to expect the AWPer to be there. Like you just won't. But the problem is, and why you need support, is because often there can be a guy that's going to jump in middle for the T AWPer, because usually if the CT gets a good spawn, you know, the one way to try to mitigate that is by having someone jump, bait the shot, and then your T AWPer peeks out and then trades on him. So you kind of you're always expecting two players there.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm confused about it. But anyway, we're into the next round here.
You see, passive positioning. He's like, oh, where's Guardian? Is he here? Nope. Is he over here? Nope. But Guardian is loitering there somewhere. And there's the kill.
The funny thing there is that Guardian had the cover, but the cover didn't really help him. He still got shot in the back and had to actually turn and kill the guy himself. So Guardian basically does everything by himself. So we'll have to see if GPlay can recover from this. Edward is actually quite low now. He was actually the one receiving the damage, not Guardian, my bad. So
they are putting him in that sneaky boost spot as well. It's often a place where when you see a rush, people are hidden away there for quite a long time. Some inkling of the positioning of these GPlay players. They were just waiting the longest time, but Seeds did manage to find a player there. Is Edward going to go for the frag?
Oh! What? Victor pulls that off the reload. Edward waited too long, I think, and I'm going to go down. That's a devastating result there. NaVi not looking very good in this round now, and Guardian is not. He's not deeming it's worthy to actually even move at this point. Just going to sit there, perhaps lagging. I think we've got a pause.
You know what
this is. You know what this is.
You know what this is.
What does the knife name mean? LMF.
It means that this match is going to be rescheduled. This is what it means, because we are not going to allow these players to continue in such an environment.
But James, what about the super surprise?
Oh, we'll have to wait for another day, Dan, unfortunately.
Oh my god, I'm so sad.
Because DDoS. So, sorry
better
guys,
not do it without me, though. God damn it. Oh well.
Dan's hype for the super secret surprise, but we'll all have to wait for that for another day, because unfortunately DDoS has ruined the proceedings. So we are going to look to reschedule this match and continue it. Again, it's an important match, and we're not going to have it disrupted by DDoS for any reason whatsoever. So unfortunately, guys, it's going to be a disappointing day in terms of content here. We had 2 matches, 2 best of 3s. That's kind of 4 to 6 hours of CSGO, but we're lucky to see even 1 hour here because of multiple players being DDoSed. But again, the integrity is tantamount here, so that's what we're going to have to go with. So really sorry to bring you this news, but such is the nature of things this week, all over Counter-Strike, in fact. I know Taz has had a lot of DDoS as well over multiple matches, Virtus Pro on different streams, so it's one of those things.
There's been unusual resurgence recently. It's been a lot more potent. So yeah, well, hopefully this stuff will taper off into the future, and it's not the best way to start off 2015, but in the other perspective, you know, we're not into like this really big leagues at the moment, so hopefully we can get this out of the way with, move forwards into brighter territory and get some awesome games played here. But as James said, integrity of the competition is paramount, so that's how it's got to be, unfortunately. So is there anything else to add here before we?
Not really. We'll be back tomorrow with SLTV matches, so look out for those. And in the meantime, thank you for tuning in. And again, disappointing. Sorry about that, but we will see you tomorrow.